What's up? What's up? What's up?
I'm still singing head, shoulders, knees, and toes. I'm just.
Well,
It's probably what I'm going to do this whole live. Is I'll just sit here and I'll just sit here in my head and I'll just sing head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
yeah, that happens.
Hmm.
That happens. Oh,
Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. What's going on, brother? How you doing?
too bad, not too bad. Busy week. Started back to class, so it's time this weekend reading and doing schoolwork. And
Did you say you're back in class?
yes, I'm still trying to slowly. I'm like, I don't know. I'm just taking my time and slowly, finally going back to my degree. I took the spring summer off, so I'm like, I guess I should take some classes in the fall. So, taking a project management.
Project management. Is that what you're taking right now?
Yeah, that's what I'm taking at the moment.
So guys, I'm going to pause this.
I have made some headway on that boy. Well, it doesn't seem like much, but I gotta start skinning it next.
You got to start what?
Basically, red, white, and blue for the shield. This is basically the inside of the shield.
Oh, that's the inside of the shield.
Yes. So I gotta start putting all the the stripes and all that stuff on there. But making progress. Nine bags in.
Sorry, I had to sneeze. You say you're 9 bags in?
9 bags in. Yeah.
So I'm gonna apologize in advance if like the Wi-Fi is trash. Blame it on Media Gum. Still not fixed. I think this is my last week of it though.
Yeah.
I've been holding on just because of like OTT, but I think this is my last week of dealing with them. If they
Did you
can't
try
get it
everything
fixed.
you could?
Say what?
Did you try everything you could?
I asked him today how it was going. He said that they're still working on it, but I mean I've been holding out this long just because of him. I think this is my last this is my last week of holding out.
Done.
Well, I mean I hate to, but at some point you have to cut your losses.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree with you at all on that one.
I mean I feel like I've given them more than a fair opportunity at this moment.
Has a candy game been rolling?
Candy game's good. The candy game's real good. I mean, other than the fact that we're still having like internet problems, which is really wild, because it's the craziest glitch on the planet. Like if you wouldn't believe that it was even happening unless it like you were like so a second ago while you were holding the shield, I could tell that happened because you totally glitched out on me, like
Wow.
in the shield. So what happens is my internet just glitches out for like that fast. It'll go off and on that fast. And so what that does is like when you're live, it glitches you out, right? So and it glitches TikTok out harder. I just noticed that like somehow StreamYard was able to like maintain a little better than TikTok. So maybe there's a little bit more of a delay in StreamYard, so it was able to like loop it in a little better. It doesn't affect like streaming services. So if you're watching like Disney or any of those, doesn't affect them at all because it's that little like right there. They're already, I think, loaded in advance somewhat, so it doesn't like hit it at all. You streamlessly can watch things. You can't play video games. You can't. So I can't do any video games live because that right there is enough that like it knocks the whole game out.
Oh wow.
And TikTok streams out lags out a lot harder than this, but it does that periodically. It probably does that all day, every day, probably about every 10 or 15 minutes. It just cuts off and on real fast enough that it like doesn't affect streaming services, but not fast, not so insignificant that it doesn't get live streams. I mean, so it's whatever it is, they just look at. I'll give them to this week, and at the end of this week, if it's not fixed, I'll move on.
You know how I have a popcorn bucket obsession?
Right.
I bought a new one.
You bought a new one? What's the new one?
It's over here. Take this thing out. It's cool. Over here it is.
No, I have no clue what that is. What is it? It's a popcorn.
Donald Duck is a popcorn.
In what episode? That's so unrealistic.
Not an episode. It's a line that they call Munchlins. See, Disney Munchlins, where basically they take Disney characters and make them into like food. This is the
right,
popcorn.
but tell me the series that had Donald Duck as
There was
as
never a
a
series.
well, then that's garbage.
It's just
garbage.
a line of, and we actually have a lot of Munchlins in this house because my family loves them. But what's cool about this right here is, especially with two kids, is when you go to the parks and you fill up popcorn, one kid can have the popcorn with the head, put pumpkin in there, and the other kid can have the bucket.
I like it.
It's right in there.
It's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool. I like your obsession with them. It's pretty cool. You should build like a whole wall or something. Have you seen how people?
I have some up here. Like I got my popcorn. I got, I think, 2 balloons. I got my Figment. What you don't see is behind my computer here. I probably got another 10, and they're holiday ones. So
Right, but have you seen how? Let's quickly like hit the chat up. I see that they're over there like being active. Let's go say hey to them today.
I got a couple in there. Of course, Dead Zone's. What's up, buddy?
Dead Zone's always popping off.
We got Mrs. We got Quick Draw McGraw.
Let's go.
What are they going on about? Oh, that's right. Dead Zone had some convention that he went to.
Oh, that's awesome. That's
I
awesome.
didn't see Mama J's in here too.
We got
What's
Mama
going on?
J in the house. Quick draw, guys. We appreciate y'all.
I did have to hit up one of our good friends the other day because I hadn't heard from him in quite a while. He's from Chase's Kingdom. Hadn't heard from him in a while, but I guess he's been having a lot of things go on in personal life. So
Who?
Chase.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So
I need to hear.
He's had
Say
some
what?
like that, so he's been having to deal with. So I think he finally did his first live in a while this past weekend. I did miss it, but I watched some of the replay.
What's he dealing with again?
Some personal stuff.
Oh,
And stuff like that. So
yeah, I hate to hear it. I hate to hear that.
so
What you should do though, have you seen the people who collect the what are those things called? The what are those stupid bags that Funko makes?
Lounge.
Have you seen the way people do lounge fly walls?
Yeah,
They,
the
like,
little you can get like little shelves, and I have thought about that, but I have this is a very structured shelf, but maybe doing something like that up here, getting small and just kind of stacking them.
yeah, you should do it, but they should look like they're floating independently. So don't like get whole shelves. You got to get like the little like piece of a shelf.
Yeah,
that
you
makes it look like it's just floating independently.
you get the
You
little
should do
lip,
you should do a bucket wall. Yeah, you should do just a bucket wall. Just a bucket wall.
maybe.
That would be fun.
But then that would mean it encouraged me to buy more buckets because a lot of my buckets are holiday ones, and I can only put those out for holidays.
So are you going to stop like buying buckets before you die?
No.
Then what's the problem? what seems to be the problem? I'm missing the problem here.
Because I miss out on some because I don't go to a lot of the Halloween parties because it's just gotten so expensive. But there is a really cool Mickey one this year that I got to try to see if somebody that's going to the party can pick it up for me. But I have a weird addiction with them. I don't know what it is.
I don't know that it's a weird addiction. It's probably one that a lot of people have.
Yeah. It's the one I can go through the parks and look at a lot of merchandise and kind of just pass by it really quick. But for some reason, an interesting popcorn bucket being sold in the park, I'm like, I don't even care the price. Just give it to me.
I was reading the side conversations over there. Looks like Quick Draw is trying to sell some of his inventory. Guys, y'all should share the live. Let's get some more people in here. There's always lots of bashing at Funko going on while we're in here.
Yeah. Wow.
He has real life happening. Yeah, it happens all the time.
Yeah.
It happens all the time.
Sometimes you got to step out and deal with things. So we've been missing each other back and forth for a couple times, just been missing each other. So at least, like I said, I reached out to him just because I haven't heard from him in a while and, want to make sure he was doing all right. So, so things are well. It's just, he's just dealing with a lot of different things. So definitely, as usual, if you need anything, call us.
Yeah, unfortunately, it happens. I mean, it really does happen. Or you get busy and you can't quite like get back to this. I'm going to get back to this here at some point, but right now I'm still super busy, so it's just not happening right now. But there is some like Funko stuff out there that we're going to get to talk about. I noticed that Diss Tracker's not posting a lot of Funko stuff right now. There must be like something that not that much news dropping in the Funko community, which is kind of weird because when you're not in it every day, it everything seems like a lot, but then you go to Funko's site, like you go to their Instagram, and then suddenly there's like nothing there. Like they
Yeah.
just it's so weird. Say what?
I just said hi, Christina, in the chat.
It's so weird to me how Funko is always feast or famine. Like they're all gas or not.
Yeah.
It's always been so weird to me through all of the years that we've been collectors that they're always like all gas or they're nothing. They're all gas or they're nothing. It's just so strange to me how that happens. Like you would think that they would have some in betweens. Christina, how are you doing? Best mod in the business. Still hasn't made it over to the dark side yet. I'm still disappointed. You haven't like come over there and started modding for us on TikTok, but maybe one day we will get you to cross over to the dark side.
Go to TikTok. Go to
Yeah,
TikTok.
maybe one day we'll get you to cross over to the dark side. Maybe
Set
one
up
day.
an account.
Gonna have to get you to like cross over there. It's so we have a couple of really good mods over on TikTok, but everybody starts to get burned out after a while. So we I think we need like 3 or 4 more mods, but we need good mods because I don't know if you were there. We had at one point when we first started and we first started getting big, we didn't understand the power of the mods. And so we had like 3 young guys that were all mods. So it was like 3 of them. I'm going to tell this story, and then we're going to go check out some Funko stuff. So there was like 3 young guys that were all mods, and you've seen my daughter. So they were probably all like trying to talk to her on the side. I don't know that to be facts, but I would imagine that that's what was going on, right? I mean, I would imagine that there was some of that going on. Well, they get into a fight in the chat. So we got 3 mods that are in a fight in the chat with each other, and they start putting each other in timeout. So they started putting each other in timeout. At this point, I'm laughing so hard I can't take it because they're like fighting it out in the chat. I've quit selling candy altogether. I'm hysterically laughing at the conversation that's going on in front of me. One of them starts blocking the other one. And so he blocks an account. Well, this one comes back on another account and he blocks that account. And he comes back on another account and he blocks that account. And the kid comes back on another account and he blocks his account. And then he comes in there and he says, "All right, this is my last account. You might as well make it a full deck." I was in tears. At this point, I was completely in tears, laughing at what was going on. And I will say that we learned a big lesson that day on like the power of the mods and like who can be a mod and who can't. But it was still absolutely hysterical, and I know no one else who can tell a story about their mods getting into a fight.
Good Lord.
But it was great. You should come mod for us, Christina. It'd be a lot of fun.
So before we get into the very little bit news, if there is any.
There is a little bit of stuff that we're going to be able to talk about. I mean, there's a few things like here and there,
but
we are going to be able to talk about.
I think I want to start getting into it. One thing first, because it's my new favorite obsession.
Yeah, I got you.
So we have to take a look, and they're starting to release more and more often, but we got to take a look at the world of Lego. This is
I noticed it.
The new Lego sets that have recently come out, and the only reason I'm also pointing these out, one, because there's something that I may even try to talk my wife into. But,
Mama Jay, what do you mean in their chat? Like on their Instagram? Go ahead. I'm sorry. I was reading the side conversation. I was listening to you at the same time, but then I thought when she said her chat, and then it just totally messed me up.
Yeah, I don't know what chat. But this Tim Burton Nightmare Before Christmas set is actually pretty awesome. You got multiple characters along with it. You got a very cool silhouette of the classic moon with Jack and Sally. You got Zero down there in the graveyard. We got the mayor, and then of course the 3 little ghosts in the bathtub with Santa Claus. So this one's actually pretty cool. It's a total of 2,193 pieces. I'm actually kind of interested to see how tall it is. But actually, there it is. It says it's 13 inches tall total. I think then that's that top one. So you're talking, yeah, good foot.
How many pieces is it again?
2,193.
Oh, that's really not that many pieces.
So not compared. I mean, was it? I think my biggest one so
I guess
far.
it is.
No, it's actually
Yeah,
2,000 is a good amount.
That's a good amount of pieces.
So
That is a good amount of pieces.
I think my up house back here, I think that was under. It was under 1,000 pieces.
Yeah, no, that's had to be that one had to be under 1,000 pieces. That's actually a decent amount of pieces. Legos have been coming out with a lot of cool stuff lately. The only problem is that there's no more. Legos used to have a value in them that's no longer there. A lot like Funko, they did away with them having any kind of real value by continuously remaking them over and over.
Well, the only thing that they have is there's a lot of I've been watching a lot of different Lego channels not lately, and there are people that'll buy like a set like that, and they buy 2 sets, one that they put together and one that they leave, fully intact. And Lego does retire sets. So like my Quinjet up there, for example, the Quinjet just got retired recently, so you can't buy the set at all anymore. They're not making it. So if I say I had an unopened one, then there isn't gonna be some actual value to it. I mean, there's probably value to it put together too, but I mean, I think just like Funko for the things I like to collect, I never worried about the value either way. To me, just sitting here in my desk doing Legos and watching a movie or something like that. And actually, lately I've been watching Game of Thrones, but it's calming to me.
Oh, I like the idea of Legos. I got a bunch of Lego sets right now I haven't even put together that I need to put together. But there's also that side of me that says if I'm going to collect something, I want it to go up in value. If that makes any sense whatsoever.
Oh, I get it.
I want to be able to not necessarily like recoup all of my money, but if I decided it someday that I was going to sell it, I don't want to feel like I lost my ass in my collection.
Well, Legos are they're expensive for that, but I mean, and by the way, so that Tim Burton Nightmare Before Christmas set that is going for $199.
Thank you, Mama J.
You've got the collector's edition Burrow, which is actually, if you are a Harry Potter fan, of course, this is the Ron Weasley house. And so it's basically got his entire family in its characters. It's got a total of 10 minifigures, including Harry. It is 2,405 pieces. So it's kind of cool. It actually opens up, and they've even got the little fireplace where it kind of takes off. But yeah, it opens up. It's really cool. So if you're a Harry Potter fan, this is definitely pretty cool. This comes out on September 4th for $259. Here's what I think is cool, and this is what I love about Lego. This is also a pre-order coming soon, and you have your holiday wreath. You can make your own Lego holiday wreath.
Yeah, no, I really like the flower set that they came out with. At some point, I will 100% go and just get the flower set only because it's really cool.
They've got so many flowers.
So at some point, I will go and like grab the flower sets and put them together and probably give them to my wife or something at some point, just because I love the idea of that.
Part about the wreath, it seems like that the fact that you can basically have it as a normal wreath, but you can also detach it and kind of have it like an overlay, like over a mantle or something like that. So it looks kind of cool. It's kind of different. So this is releasing at $99. It's going to have 1,194 pieces. So definitely cool. But that doesn't end there for the holiday, because you've also got that's coming soon, $49.99, and the Christmas table deck releasing at $39. $39.99. That one is only a total of 403 pieces. My study is 608 pieces. And then these are kind of cool because they come up with these different 6 figures. Now they have a new set of Dungeons and Dragons 6-pack of minifigures, and I figured you might know where this comes from since you were usually more of a
Oh, that's
Fortnite.
Fortnite. Yeah, that's
So
the Fortnite bus. You ride the Fortnite bus to wherever it is that you're going.
yeah.
You
So
know,
I got a
that's
bunch
the
of
Fortnite bus.
different Fortnite figures and stuff like that. And then they are also doing a whole Advent calendar set with different characters from Marvel to princesses to Star Wars. And these are probably just more minifigures, stuff like that. And then also, if you were still wanting to get this Jaws set for 149, 1,497 pieces, it is currently back ordered. It's so fast after initial release, I believe last month. So just stay tuned. They'll bring more. All right. Those are the most recent ones that I think you got. No, these are still on pre-order. So they actually released a lot. Cars, they got the Milano that just added. So these are now the ones that are caught up. So it's up to the Emerald City. But a lot of big sets. Again, I've totally become a Funko or a Lego junkie. So
Lego junkies.
I love they're expensive, so I don't get a ton of pieces, and I kind of take my time on them a little bit, but it's common. So this is where I'm at right here so far.
Did
This
the when did the new Beetlejuice come out? Has it come out yet
it comes
already?
out this Friday.
It comes out this Friday. So the new Beetlejuice is going to be coming out this Friday. So I guess you can go get some figures over to Entertainment Earth. This tracker, I think, has been affiliated with Entertainment Earth forever and ever and ever. He threw
I'm
the
gonna
link
try
in
to
there.
take my family over this weekend to go check it out.
You'd have to copy and paste that link, though. He threw the link up there. Don't really know why, because people are too lazy to copy and paste. But maybe he's hoping that people will copy and paste. I don't really know. Um, I guess it's some cool figures. I don't really know when it comes into like the action figure idea. I've never really been super big into like action figures. I see that he has the Batman bust, and this is normally when you can normally tell like what kind of Funko like media and news is out there based really on what this tracker is posting. And right now he's posted 90% of other things, maybe 10% of Funko related. Mama J sent me this chat that they have, which is basically it's a this tracker like chat.
I don't even know.
It kind of looks like the same stuff that is in what I'm looking at here. They just put into like a chat form. Um, I don't really know how I feel about it. I didn't even know Instagram was doing something like this. So I don't really know how I feel about it right now. I guess you'd have to see like the evolution of it, but it really just looks like posts that you put into it looks like a Reddit page.
Oh,
Is
okay.
what, is
Okay.
what this reminds me of. A lot of a Reddit page. And I never got into Reddit. Reddit was super complicated to me. You got to like
Yeah.
do 1,000 things before they'll trust you, and then once you do those 1,000 things, you got to have a 10,000 post. And it's kind of like Discord groups. I never really got into those either.
Okay.
Even though like a good Discord group can like make or break a social media, which is just crazy to me. Like you could do a Discord and then suddenly like your social media will just be really massive, all based on your Discord. I don't know, really weird. There is
One quick, I did want to comment on Dead Zone. Yes, I know Funko will, they're kind of whores in that aspect. Well, they will remake just about anything, but Lego is actually known for once they announce a retirement of a set, they do not bring it back.
Yeah, so only the mods can comment and post. So it's I don't know. It's different. It's really different to say the least, and it reminds me of a Reddit page. If I had to say what it looks like a Reddit page, but it's a private Reddit page. I mean, so I don't know. It's those are things I never really got into. Johnny Knight, thank you for being a member for the past 22 months. Truly appreciate you, brother. Truly appreciate you. You have some like Care Bear monsters coming out for Halloween. I'm kind of disappointed though.
I think we've
Was that
seen the Care Bears in a while.
I'm disappointed though that like Funko never really I'm disappointed that we didn't see a Funko fair. Let's start there. We didn't see a Funko fair, so we didn't get an idea of what we were going to be seeing this year, which we've gotten an idea every year prior to this one, right? So every year prior to this one, we had a decent idea of what was going to be coming out at some point. Well, we got none of that this year, and then we didn't really get any releases after that. I mean, even after that, we didn't get oh, this is going to be coming soon. Even like on their, I feel like they've abandoned the use of their Instagram for the sole purpose of building the hype of something coming out. It's I don't know. I'm disappointed, I'm not
I
a
think
big
that's
fan
the thing.
of this.
They had so much hype and they had so much thing coming around with San Diego Comic-Con, but that was a month ago. That was over a month ago. Start releasing some stuff. We got. They don't seem to get in with the trends. I mean, right now Halloween is starting to become popular. You need to start. I mean, I see some Halloween stuff here, but you guys are always known for doing a Funkoween. You haven't done that in a while. Start releasing some Funko stuff. And you're already starting to show Christmas stuff now that I saw recently. That is where you haven't gotten through Halloween. So at least if you're gonna do something, stick with the seasons.
I'm just disappointed. It's just disappointing. And Mama J says the Care Bear is going to be coming out in September. I 1,000% believe you. I just wish that we were getting something more from Funko when it comes to this. This is what we're going to be doing for Fright Nights. This is what you're going to see. We don't even have like Fright Nights yet. So are they doing Fright Nights this year at the New York Con, or are we not doing Fright Nights at the New York Con? Have we given up on the New York Con? I mean, because I feel like that was probably not one of their most successful conventions.
New York Con is what, next month, isn't it?
It should be coming up soon. This is a really cool one. You were just talking about Legos. We got the Batmobile.
Yes, I did forget it. That did show up there. They actually have two different types of Batmobiles they released, which is this one, which is I think the old school classic one.
Yes.
Then they released one from the animated series, I believe. But yeah, two cars. There's only one car I need to have in my collection right now, and that's a DeLorean.
Of course, there would be a National Care Bear Day.
Oh yeah.
How did I not know this, Mama G? I can't believe that I did not know that there was a National Care Bear Day, but I now know that it's September the 9th going forward.
Yeah, there's a national day for everything now.
National Care Bear Day. That just happens to be on the same day that I got married. So now I'm going to share my wedding.
You're going to share your anniversary
with the Care Bear Day. It just happens to be the same day, guys. So when it's Care Bear Day, just remember that just happens to be my wedding anniversary as well. I'm sure that there was no coincidence there whatsoever. The Nightmare Before Christmas Lego set's really cool.
Yeah, I really kind of like this one, but I also been kind of, I think my next set might be the Sanderson sisters set. So,
but this goes to what I was saying just a second ago. You can always kind of tell what's going on in Funko when when Disc Tracker starts posting 90% of other things. You can always, it gives you a really, really, really like good insight as to what we're looking at, right? I mean, because it's just feast or famine right now. I'm hoping that soon we're going to see this like change at some point. I do want to see what this is though. Celebrate Hunger Action Month that Box Lunch donates 215 million meals. Well, that's pretty good of them. To celebrate the partnership with Funko and DreamWorks for the exclusive Shrek Pop. All right, so September 9th is when this guy comes out, which also happens to be my wedding anniversary. So I'd love to get to Box Lunch and grab this guy and make y'all a video, but I'm going to have to figure out how I tell my wife that for our anniversary, I have to go pick up a Shrek Pop. This could be a hard sale.
Yeah.
It's really cool though. I like it. I love the purpose behind this one. So this is really cool. I didn't know that they were doing this. It's really cool though. I like the donkey. I can't tell what he's eating though. It looks like he's eating a waffle, maybe with some jelly.
Yeah, I think they're waffle. Yeah, it's got to be a waffle.
That's what it looks like. Maybe what I'm looking at there is that he's eating a waffle with some jelly on it. I think it's going to be a hard sell though. If I tried that one, I think just maybe possibly that's going to be a hard sell. Yeah. Today is my grandmother's birthday. She is 84. Let's go.
Happy birthday.
Awesome. Happy birthday. That is awesome. Get her a Care Bear while you're there. I don't think it's going to work. I mean, I just don't think those are. Does the Care Bear have diamonds? Is about the only way that's going to work. What
year is this one?
It's seventh year.
7 years.
Seventh year.
Lucky number 7.
Lucky number 7 it is. It's going to be
All right,
the
roll
7th
it.
year. Simon, what's popping? How are you doing? There is some cool stuff now. Everybody knows, I think everybody knows, that Funko Fusion will be coming out in
Next week, I believe.
the 11th. The 11th, which will be next month. Happy birthday, Grandma. That's what's up. The 11th is going to be the Funko Fusion release date, which looks like it's going to be phenomenal. In case anybody's wondering, it looks like it's going to be a blast. I say that we all should get it. I say that we all should play it. I'm going to warn y'all in advance. I talk a lot of shit when I play video games, so if you're easily offended, you probably shouldn't play with me.
Well, I'll need to get it, but I also need to get a headset because I actually don't even because I'll play online, but I don't usually play when I talk and stuff like that. But this one I might have to. But again, I'll be having it on Xbox.
I think I play games better when I'm talking shit. I don't really know why. Something happens in my brain and my mouth automatically runs while I'm playing it. If my mouth is not running, I'm struggling. If my mouth is running, I'm breezing through it. It's the craziest thing. And I don't even know how to explain it. Yeah. I instantly I want to talk mad smack. They opened this open chat on Fortnite. I've been playing Fortnite today a little bit, super hard though because it's so glitchy because of my internet right now. But the little bit that I have been able to play it, they have an open chat now, so I can talk smack to everyone, which is different because you couldn't do that before.
If you're on STEM or Steam or whatever it is, and I'm on Xbox, you can still be in the same rooms, right?
Yes, okay. We can still play. We'll still be able to play the game. I'm not paying $60 for that. I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to do it. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. I think that I'm going to have to do it. To me, it looks no different than Roblox or one of those games like that. They're all super fun. I'm with you, though. I'm still going to be playing Fortnite. I'm still playing Chain Together with my daughter.
Well, I think with Disney teaming up with Fortnite, that finally may get me into.
It's going to be a fun one.
Getting into Fortnite, but for some reason, I think I've tried it once. I just could not get into it.
Well, Fortnite's a lot of fun, so I'm gonna have to teach you how to play this. I
think that's the thing is I'm like you gotta remember when my typical online gaming is run and gun Halo. That was always my game of choice. Run and gun, spawn, respawn, keep going and stuff like that. So
you're good then. You're good.
But with Fortnite, I noticed a couple of times I die. I think when I was doing it, I die and then I gotta sit there for ever waiting to get back in the game.
So it depends on how fast your internet is, and that's kind of where I'm at the worst right now. Because if I die, it might take me 5 minutes or 10 minutes to spawn back in because my internet is just giving me so much grief that
my internet's halfway decent. I don't know. It's really weird.
It normally just depends on how fast your internet is as to how fast you get back in. It's normally what it's based on, but I what do I know? The Funko Fusion comes out on the 11th. There is a lot of really cool characters that are dropping, that are currently going to drop, that I wanted to look at. There's a lot of people that are going to hate on these almost instantly. I don't know that I'm necessarily one of them, and I'm going to do this carefully. So there's only a few of them that have been released. This is one of them that you can get over there right now and pick him up. I love the fact that he's only $12. I didn't think that they were going to release these at the $12 frame. I really thought these were going to be more like the $15 again, and then they were going to call it an exclusive, and at the $15 they didn't, which I'm shocked that didn't happen. This is the He-Man with the Chase variant, which, look, I've always kind of been into He-Man. I've got He-Man, I've got Skeletor, I've got them riding their animals downstairs. I have all kinds of different versions of these. So I'm not shocked that they came out with He-Man first. It's a strong character to come out with at first. This one does have the Chase variant. It makes me wonder if I bought 6 of them, could I get the Chase variant like you used to? Because I know that Funko quit doing that for a long time. So it makes me wonder if I did it, would I get guaranteed the Chase variant or not? What do you think?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I think that thing with the sodas, I don't know if that was...
You used to be able to do it with these too. So I used to do it all the time. I would call it Chase Roulette, but I knew that if I bought 6 of them, I would get a whole case, and then I would guarantee a Chase variant.
I thought I heard something that they were changing that up or something of that nature. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
They did change that up for a while. I don't know if they went back to it or if they kept that crazy idiocracy that they had going on, to where I couldn't buy 6 of these guys and end up with a Chase variant. Maybe they went back to, or maybe I should just wait until it goes to Buckeye for like $2 and then should drive there to get it. Maybe.
I mean, I'm not jumping on it only because I mean I'm not hating it by any means. It's just not something that I would put in my collection. You know, I know some people that have been collecting like every mess of the universe.
Look at this guy. What do you mean?
But, I mean, it's cool. It's definitely cool. It's just not something
flex,
I put in my collection.
That right there's flex, man. I'm gonna cut my hair like that coming soon, guys.
Now, if they've released stuff with Back to the Future, I've got a collection spot for Back to the Future. If they do that, I might be more interested. But
Wayne's new haircut coming soon, guys. Coming soon.
Oh yeah, the old school He-Man cut. Yeah,
bangs with some bowl haircut in the back. It's coming, guys.
More like a bob.
It's coming soon. It's legit. It's gonna happen.
I doubt your wife would ever let you do that.
It's coming soon, guys. We got the Skeletor. This is not Skeletor. What is this?
This is Bride Scaremare Scare.
Scaremare. Yeah. So this
it's from Masters of the Universe.
Right. It's from Masters of the Universe. It's not Skeletor. It's that other one that I'm totally unfamiliar with. Whatever it was, looks super awesome though. For a Funko ride, I believe this is like top notch for a Funko ride. This is pretty top.
I guarantee you, it may not, you know, well, it does have glow on it, but I guarantee you, like those feet and the wings and stuff, that'll pop under a black light pretty well.
Our chat is dead. They've given up on life over there.
I know. They've given
no
up.
longer to us. Just giving up on life. This one also comes in a Chase variant, which is also really cool. But this one is $25. I don't know what is this. This one has it's really not even that tall either. It's I guess they're considering it a deluxe pop. I hate it when they just decide things.
The Indominus Rex.
Well, I hate it when they just decide things are deluxe. So they just decided that this is a deluxe pop, even though it to me is not that big. They've just decided that's what it is. I love
the purple version is kind of cool. I do like the boxes.
It's the boxes for me when it comes to these. It's definitely the boxes. The pops inside of them are really cool. I think they're unlike anything that they've done so far with the idea of what they're doing with them. The boxes, I think, is the selling point for me. It's got that metallic writing with that purple and black box. I think it's pretty fire. It's definitely the box, 100%. All day, it's the box.
I don't disagree with you at all on that one.
And then we have whatever this thing is, whatever this one is. Not really sure. Who is this guy? It's from The Thing. Not a clue.
Yeah, I'm not. John Carpenter's The Thing. I'm not as familiar with it.
Not a clue. So then we they've added more since I looked at it. So these guys are slowly getting released, like seems like by the hour. So they've added even more since I looked at it.
Back to the Future. What the hell?
What's that?
No back. Disappointed.
What is Hot Fuzz? What is that?
Hot Fuzz was a really cool movie. Came out back in late 90s or early 2000s. It was with Simon. It's kind of his first introduction because him and Hot Fuzz. They did at World's End. Couple of the Dead. That was his first one, and it was kind of him with his group like that. But he was a director and stuff like that for a while until he kind of made it a little bit bigger himself. But yeah, that would be a Peg character. It's all British based and stuff like that. But Hot Fuzz is cool. I a lot of their old movies.
It's okay. I don't know what it is, so I can't speak on it one way or the other. And then we have this is the one you need for your house. I found the one that you need in your house. Are you with me,
Megan? I'm good.
This is definitely the one, guys. Chris, when's your birthday?
At this point, I'm not.
Guys, this is the one that we need to find Chris's birthday. We need to send this to Chris. Don't tell Chris though. We need to send this to Chris for his birthday. He's really going to enjoy it. If you could send him multiple ones for multiple days.
We'll just my wife turn around and sell them off really quick and keep them down in the garage.
I'm gonna have to talk to your wife. She's gonna have to randomly place them throughout the house.
Get rid of the Annabelle doll. I'm good with that, so I'll leave it at that.
Randomly place them throughout the house. Mrs. Tech. Mrs. Tech is gonna have to randomly place these guys.
No, I hate those.
That thing is creepy, man. That thing is creepy. All right, so there is a few of them that I'm like keeping my eye out on. This is one of them. I really like this Freddy. I don't know why I like this Freddy, but I do like this Freddy. But since he is a Funko Shop exclusive, don't forget to send him all DC Pops. I'll say what?
He's still a Freddy.
He is still a Freddy, but this is like a cool Freddy. This is not like the rest of them.
Mm.
And then there's this.
You
say what?
You know my thing with Freddy. I can't do him.
Oh, I know. But all right, so there's that guy as well, and then there's just some other stuff. I'm gonna just kind of scroll down and see what they got. It looks like maybe we've already seen this. We got Shaun of the Dead, yeah. So that's all of them that they released so far. We've seen them, but now they're like starting to like open them up so that you can go buy them. So if you want to go buy them, now is probably your time to do so before it is too late. Go scoop those guys up. I gotta say what?
Before it's too late.
Before it is too late, go grab those guys up. Now I wanted to get over here and like check out the coming soon. What is this? Like pot smoking Care Bear? What is this?
Oh, that'd be like a. So he's probably dressed up as the Blue Lagoon, Gillman.
That's what I got when I looked at it. Exactly what
not the Blue Lagoon, but similar style.
What I thought. Never once would I have seen that and thought maybe this was like Pothead Care Bear with his bloodshot red eyes and whatever goofiness he has going on. The only thing that gives this away is the gills. They're like, oh, this is something different. Look at the gills. I don't know, man. I don't know. Funko sometimes doesn't hit the mark. That was one of them for me. It's not going to hit the mark. I guess you can get behind.
Oh, is that the Home Alone given the pump? Ooh, I don't know. That one's kind of hot. I might have to have the house. Get the Home Alone Legos along with the Home Alone pop. Ooh.
I think they came out with the house for this, though, right? I think that
they have come out with the house recently. The house with him or something like that.
Yeah, I thought so. There's one with him in a house as well, right? Watch this.
That's a classic. Yes. That's a classic image right there. So you also got Harry and lights. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Although it would have been better if his hat was halfway burned off.
I think that they missed the mark with that one, right? The hat should have been like burned in the center, right? Am I wrong upon thinking that one? I mean, that you said it first, right?
They should have had the hat burned off in the center, and then they should have had him holding his hand out with the M burned into it. Same thing with him. You lost your mark here a little bit. You know, could have had him without socks on. Could have had him with an iron, mark on the front of his face. Yeah, you missed the mark on that one. Now the Kevin one, that's solid. That's definitely solid. Marv and Harry,
missed the mark on those just a little bit.
Does
that sometimes, so won't go like.
And then there's the McAllister house. That one I may just have to get out. That to me is worth $35.
What? What makes that worth $35?
It's a Home Alone house. Again, in my house, again, the Home Alone is a. We watch it all. We watch, mainly the first two. We watch them all the time, multiple times. It is a family favorite. So to me, it's not so much that you think it's worth it to of what it is, but for me, as my family, a sentimental thing. I could see my wife actually putting that downstairs on the entertainment center to place it up there. I could definitely see her doing that. So that thing is awesome, and yeah, I will probably be looking for that.
All right, guys. So if you find that one before Chris, make sure you send him screenshots of it. Let him know where it's at.
I need to get that one.
Then you have the Incredibles. I never got.
Oh, the 20th anniversary. Okay. So they went with the classics. They don't have the red outfits, which they've done, of course, 1,000 times. So this is, of course, ooh, and he's got a black and white chase.
So you can get them in the chase variant. This black and white.
So that's the classic Mr. Incredible outfit.
This guy.
Yeah, it's a pretty solid chase right there. I
You
know
think
it's just
so?
black and white. Well, because it mimics the original movie. Because they had like a movie clipping where it was all black and white. So it kind of, for Disney fans, yeah, that's solid.
It's okay. I didn't get into the Incredibles. I don't know why. I
We
just
got last girl in her outfit again. But
Also-
see, if you can get all black and white versions, ooh,
also has a chase variant, so they're probably all in the like black and white chase variant. She has some like strange like erotic boots on though.
that was the outfit. So Edna, I don't think she would have a. Yeah,
No.
Edna doesn't have a chase.
No chase going
Yeah,
on
of course we
there.
got- oh, that's a good one. Jack and Syndrome. That's a good one.
I have no clue, so I'm just going to take your word for it, guys. Those are all good ones.
I
No
like
clue.
that's a good one.
So check this.
Christina agrees with me. The house is cool.
Christina, you're still not modding for us over on TikTok. I'm not listening to you anymore. We're not even friends right now.
Ooh, rookie season Mike with the classic,
Listen.
Air Jordans.
Listen to me. I feel like we've seen this. Hey,
We've
I
seen
feel like-
Michael before. I don't think we've seen the jump.
I
But
feel like we've seen this.
with this is even if every season with wearing shoes for the every season he did, it would sell because again, if you match your shoes, the heads would be on top of that.
I still don't like it. I don't like it. I still feel like it's weak. I still feel like we've seen it.
The only thing that's missing in this,
Of
course,
we've seen it.
being a Funko and we're not going to see it, is this image has him sticking his tongue out.
We've seen it though. I
We're
mean,
missing it.
we've seen it. It's
I think we've seen versions. We've never seen this exact version.
it's kind of like Darth Vader at this point. you keep making the same thing. You just change where his hands are.
Well,
just
like,
giving
what
you the same
screwed
thing.
up on actually, if you go back to it, what they screwed up is with his hand placement, the ball out. That's actually the jump man pose, is what that's supposed to be. But they didn't pose it right. But that's supposed to be the jump man pose.
So shouldn't the ball be behind him?
It is sort of behind him. Sort of behind him. The front arms kind of in front of him, and the legs are kind of spread. So that's supposed to be the classic Jumpman pose. They just didn't pull it off right.
I feel like Funko doesn't pull off a lot of things right, which is strange to me.
Yeah, they definitely missed the mark on that one.
Strange to me that we don't pull off a lot of things for some reason that I just don't understand. Oh, I see what you're saying. No, they definitely did not even try. I mean, they didn't even try to pull that off.
That image right there with that classic Chicago outfit and Air Jordans, that is the epitome of the classic Joggo.
Yeah, but they didn't even try and like pull it off. That's not even an attempt. They didn't
Well, I
even
think
make it.
they attempted, epically failed.
Do you think that was just an epic fail, or they were
That's
just
an
like
epic fail.
terrible
That's an epic
designers? I mean, because I have a feeling that they're just terrible designers. Check this out. So this is what they are going for here. This is the look that we were going for. Hand down, hand up. Right. That was the look that we were going for. This is the look that we got, which I still feel like we've already seen this before. We've already seen
I
this.
mean, maybe it wasn't. Maybe I'm off on something, but I mean, I've seen that picture 1,000 times that they're pulling it off from, and it not pull off.
And this is what we got, guys.
No, I mean, because it's in the front. His other hand should be more, out to the side. So I don't know.
I don't really know what they were going for, but I swear to you, we've seen this Jordan a few times. I know that they're calling this one like rookie season Jordan, and they probably changed up like the jersey and they changed the shoes. But at the end of the day, it's still just Jordan that we keep seeing again and again and again and again and again and again and again. I mean, at the end of the day, that's just what it is. And Jordan probably wore a bunch of different shoes throughout his career, so they're just going to give us the 25 different Jordans with the 25 different Jordans with the Jordan shoes on. It'll just be insane after a while. It'll just be insane. Hey, come on, get a new playbook. New playbook, Funko, please. Then we got the
They
basketball
don't
players.
have much to start with.
Never really got into the basketball players or the football players, but if you're a fan, I'm sure that you're going to get into that. I don't know what this Mean Girls are, but I'm slightly concerned that like this is
You're Mean Girls, Regina George.
slightly
This came out,
concerned.
I'd like to say late '90s, early 2000s. Mean Girls.
Right.
It was with this wasn't her character, but it was one of like a early Lindsay Lohan type movies.
Don't really know what pose we have here or like what's going on with you, Funko, but
Yeah, 20th anniversary. Yeah, and early 2000.
I think we could all agree that we wouldn't be buying this for our teenage boy.
No.
I thought this was going to be Eminem. To be honest, I thought that was what's his name, Rabbit from the 8 Mile.
No, I know what this is too, but I mean that's is that thing you pick for this guy? I mean that's a pretty bad one.
so that's what I thought this was. When I seen it, I thought, well, they're coming out with another Eminem. This is going to be from the 8 Mile.
No, that one's good and bad.
Now this is something else that I wouldn't know what it was.
This is also from me.
Ooh, we found Chase's new pop right here.
That's actually
Chase.
kind of like Roblox Batman.
Chase's new Batman pop is going to be releasing soon. Gonna have to send that over there to him and bother him a little bit here in a little bit just for fun. That Batman is trash though, let's be honest. All right, so it looks like they have some Demon Slayer stuff. Y'all know it's always hot. So if you're in the Demon Slayer, there you go. Ooh,
Sesame Street.
Sesame Street though. Cookie Monster is pretty
Monster's
hot.
classic. What does the box look like?
South Park, Kenny is Rabbit. That's look, I strangely enough, I seen that and was like, oh look, they got a new Eminem pop. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think? Come on, chat. What do you think? You gotta wake up.
I mean, yeah, it depends on the characters that they have. Cookie Monster is a classic character, and you use it many different ways. So I could see that one. To be honest with you, I think these Sesame Street ones will sit on the shelf. You'll have some sort of classic nostalgia that some people will go after for like a Cookie Monster or something like that, or maybe even an Elmo. But that's probably about it.
I think that the target audience for this is probably off.
That's where I was gonna say. Like I said, I think the target audience is off. You're gonna, like I said, it's gonna be like an old school. You know, when we were kids, of course, Sesame Street was big. When I was a kid, you're gonna have some people going after weird old school nostalgia for it. But and that's as far as I see that going.
I don't know. I've never heard of anybody that was like, "Hey, I've really got to go collect the Sesame Street stuff." I've never heard of that. So
that's gonna be one of those pops you collect and you keep in your own collection for yourself if you really have a connection to it. But you probably don't tell anybody.
Yeah, I'm with you. You don't tell anyone. No one. You never tell no one. People come over to your house, you hide this one.
Now this could be something like my kids. If they saw the Elmo, they may go, "Okay, maybe I want that one." Sure.
Right. But the chat's not helping me out, guys. Are y'all buying any Sesame Street pops? I mean,
I think that's pretty much said it all.
Are y'all buying any of these? Because I think they like totally missed their target. So you
need the Tickle Me Funko elbow.
So my grandbaby would love it, but she's not old enough to have it. So. Yeah. That's what I mean by like miss the target audience. I think they missed their target audience here. I don't ever see myself look even if you'd hide it. If someone come to your house and they were like, "Oh, let's go look at your collection," or if your boys were like down in your man cave They were like, man, these things are cool, because that tends to happen at my house. They're like, these things are cool, and they start like walking around looking at the entire collection in my man cave.
Put Elmo right next to all your Deadpools.
Yeah, or studio, or whatever it is you want to call it, because I got a skee ball table, a Pac-Man arcade, and all kinds of cool stuff down there. And I, what would you say? They were like, "Oh, you got an Elmo?"
Yeah.
I mean, how would you even come back from that? Be like, "Yeah, be like, got my Elmo." Like, I mean, how do you? You're like, "Yeah, I had to have one."
Sure.
Don't know how you even come back from that one. What
No.
is it? I think the wrong target audience, Funko. Read the room. Read the room, Funko. Read the room. Ooh, this could be interesting. How many people remember this
Oh,
show?
the Twilight Zone there, yeah. And
How many?
that's one that I would probably actually, again, you'd have to know the classic Twilight Zone, but and you know, some people, if you go out to Disney, of course you got Tower of Terror that he's actually in the pre-show, but one that you could take out of the box, and I guarantee you a lot of people would pick out who he is. That's not a classic people pop. The hair, the wrinkles on the forehead, the suit, the black and white, it's on point, it's good. I picked that out being Twilight Zone all day.
You're also at Disney like quite a lot, so
Oh, that's
that
true.
might,
But
that might help. That might help.
I was a class when I was growing up. My mom was a more of a classic, movie. We watched a lot of Alfred Hitchcock. We watched a lot of, Twilight Zone, stuff like that. So to me, it's iconic.
Here's another one. I mean, they got all of the Twilight Zone seems to come in this like black and white. I like you said, I guess if you're like an hardcore like Twilight fan, these are going to be a must-have. I would think that era, that generation is I don't want to I don't want to sound
It's
insensitive.
fading.
Yeah, I don't want to sound insensitive, but it's definitely fading. That era of a collector is definitely like on the down slope.
Oh, you're not wrong by any means.
This guy though, who's collecting these?
Oh, my daughter will have that. Though now those little sets, I don't know. I haven't actually even seen them, but I know if my daughter saw this Stitch, yeah, she'd want it.
Did you see how small it is?
Or you saw the picture in the hand. Yeah, it's still tiny.
That thing is tiny, like microscopic. Like, might have to get your tweezers out. And, those what are those magnifying glasses? All of us guys have one somewhere. Tweezers, a magnifying glass set. I found that you could buy those on TikTok as a combo. I don't know why they would sell those together, but they do. You can get like the tweezer magnifying glass like set, and then there's rulers out there now that are called male rulers and then female rulers. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. Female tape measures, male tape measures. Male tape measures are always off my feet. So weird. So they got some cool stuff coming out. Nobody caught that but you though. Everybody else like
up on it. I was leaving that one alone.
Everybody else is like, what is Wayne talking about? All right, check it out. So we got the Harry Potter stuff. These things are really small. Right?
Did you just say Harry Potter?
Yeah, Harry Potter, Harry Plotter, Harry. Every time I think of like Harry Potter, I think of The Simpsons, where they had the movie. What was it? Where he had the pig that was called something Plotter.
Yeah.
Was it Harry Plotter? I think it was Harry.
Might have been, yeah, because he had him with the little lightning bolt on his head.
Spider Pig. So it's when I think about Harry Potter, I think of The Simpsons. My daughter's a huge Harry Potter fan. I just didn't. I missed it somehow. I think it's really cool. I just missed it. You know how it goes. I just missed it. Somehow I feel like I skipped a whole section of the coming soon somehow though.
No, I think we about caught up. I think the last time we were into it, we looked at it. I think last week it was on the Winnie the Pooh section. So I think we're pretty much got there. That's all they've released.
Right. So that is it. So that's as far as we go. Like in what they have coming up. Um, I don't know. Really weird. Let's go look and see like what's available right now in case like you guys are. Ooh, back in stock is always fun. Let's go to back in stock.
Doodle Bob's already back in.
What do you mean? You didn't expect him to like be out very long, did you?
Probably not.
We all know that this stuff doesn't really ever sell out. Doodle Bob is back in stock. I actually like this one. I feel like I missed this one when it first came out and should probably like unmiss it right now.
Oh yeah, all the different SpongeBob's that I thought were kind of cool.
I'm with you. I think all of the SpongeBob's that they came out with were pretty cool. This one says it's an exclusive. This was in yeah, this was
Gucci.
just good.
It's the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. Back in stock, I guess. I noticed that Walmart didn't have any of the Con exclusives this year at the store. Did you notice that?
No. I know you
This
can
year-
buy every con exclusive, I think, on the store or something like that.
All right, so check me out. So this guy is back in stock. This is going to be the Jordan in the 45th jersey. So the 45th
And that's not
jersey.
even the Airman. That's not even the pose, the Jumpman pose.
Hello, appreciate you, brother. Check this out. I gotta do it. I haven't done it forever.
Oh, we haven't hit that one in a while.
I haven't hit that one in a while, so I had to. Thank you, Lou. Appreciate you.
Thank you, Andrew.
So this is one of the crazy ones to me, right? Because I'm telling you, if I'm not gonna buy all of the Jordans, this is I have the big Jordan somewhere that I swear to is in this pose.
That's
right?
one man right there. That's one man right there. That's going to be going after that Home Alone house. I'm telling you this. The Luau will be going after that Home Alone.
The Lou, is he right? I think this one's capped. I'm gonna go.
I know he paid the $400 for the Home Alone Lego set and the light kit, which is usually I think another $40 or $50 on top of that. He's going after the Home Alone house with Kevin McAllister. I guarantee it.
Anyway, so I'm kind of a little upset with them that they just keep remaking Jordans. They're the same Jordan that they were last time they made them, and they'll be the same Jordan again. Ooh, what is this? Is this the original?
He already has it pre-ordered. There you go.
So we have the original Stitch and the C3PO. This is what I'm gonna say though, guys. Listen to me, and this is me being real with you. If you want either one of these pops that I'm showing you right now, the C3PO, if you want this guy, or that Stitch that are the original, so they won't have the original date on it, so they will have the modern date on it, and that's kind of where they're going to get you. But if you've wanted these two in your collection and you can't afford the old version of these, you need to buy these now. They will not be out long. They never are. Anytime you see them funnel back through with like some of the really old stock, it won't be there very long. I say by tomorrow these guys will be sold back out, and you won't see them again until whenever they decide that they're going to do this again. But you can go get the original Stitch, which is in that number 12. Looks really ugly. That just gives you an idea what Funkos look like when they first started. Pretty wild, like how much they've changed since then. And then you have that C3PO, which is going to be number 13 as well.
C3PO.
It looks like they dropped both of them for Halloween because I believe that they were both 12 and 13. So we had 12 and 13 right there. You should definitely go grab those if you want those in your collection. If you want some of those OGs, those original guys, that ugly Stitch that you were just looking at, because if you can't afford the original, there's your chance to go get it.
There's so many different Stitches out there.
I think it's ugly. What did they do to him?
That one's bad.
Look at how far apart his eyes are. Almost like he's like seeing.
You know what that looks like? You know the first time when they originally, I don't know if you remember this, when they originally announced the first ever trailer for Sonic the Hedgehog #1. They had this Sonic that looked nothing like it. Was kind of similar to this. Eyes were kind of more separated apart. I mean, it was like a friggin' alien version. I mean, not to say Sonic's not already an alien, but it was like a complete foreign version of Sonic. It got so much backlash that the studio pulled the whole thing, redesigned Sonic and redid the whole movie to fix Sonic's features. It was going to be that bad. If they didn't fix that, that movie would have been a complete flop. And the fact that they spent the money and refixed it made that money so much money. But yeah, there was an original Sonic that is. In fact, I even want to find it. It was so bad.
Lou says he already has it on pre-order. I just read that. Already have it on pre-order. Already have it coming my way. Don't know what you were sleeping on. So anyways, like I was saying a second ago, if you want them, go grab those. They don't do that very often, but when they do it, they don't stick around there very long. They tend to stay just for a little while, and then they'll be sold out again. So go grab those if that's what you get into. If not, that's all good. Let's see what they have like actually in.
Real quick, this is what that reminds me of. So the studio originally released the Sonic on the left. That was in the very first trailer. It was so bad. It got so much backlash. Like right after, I think it was like a Super Bowl ad too. They spent it was got so much backlash on how that Sonic looked that they would spend a ton of money to go back and fix songs on the right correctly. But yeah, it was horrible.
Why would they have even thought that was a good idea though? Like, who told them upon looking at this that they were like, hey, this is definitely the direction you should go with? I don't think anyone did.
Yeah, I have no idea. It was bad. It was like I said, they had all kinds of problems, and they did it right. They did justice in the end, but yeah, that would have been, that was almost a huge multi-million right there.
Well, at least they got backlash before they released the movie to go back and fix it.
Yeah, so I remember the trailer coming out, and okay, Sonic movie's coming out. Oh, dad, and then you didn't hear about on it for like months. And then all of a sudden it came out. Okay, they fixed him. What was that? A ragdoll Batman Joker combo?
Yeah, so this is that patchwork that they did there for a little while. I'm not into it. It's the patchwork like Joker and Batman.
Like
I think
taking a Raggedy Ann and Andy doll and blending them together.
They have the vaulted Iron Man right now, 10,000 piece limited edition. I still don't feel like 10,000 pieces are that limited. They want you to know that it's all sales are final if you buy that guy though. So go check it out. I got to see what this one's an exclusive to. Not that I really care what it is, but it is an exclusive to Brad's Toys. What is Brad's Toys? What is Brad's Toys, guys?
He is an eBay collector that still lives in his mom's basement, and has his walls filled with Funkos, and he's trying to sell them.
What?
That's what I'm going with.
That's what you're going with. I'm with you. It sounds great. They released this one again. This has already been released once, right?
I believe so. Definitely... Aren't they doing a lot of these where like the sports ones when they're coming back? Like I think I remember this on the Boston Celtics one. They weren't even going to make them. You had to pre-order it, and then they were going to make them months later.
Right. This was that set, right?
No, I know the Celtics one did that. The Boston Celtics. I think they did it for the Kansas City Chiefs. So this is all the extra ones that they made, or that people canceled. Probably they're like, shit, we got to get rid of these. We made too many.
Yeah, they did that with this set, but it was more expensive than this. So they either made too many or they had people cancel it, and now they're trying to sell the ones off that they had canceled. That makes a lot of sense. So we got some new Star Wars stuff that's coming out. Five Nights at Freddy. This is a pretty good one. I'm not gonna lie. So this is a pretty good one. You get the undesirable poster. That's a pretty good one.
Yeah, that would be a good poster if you put that along with the 4 houses boxes that they come out with. That would be a pretty cool wall set.
We got your the roses came out, so you can go grab those guys. I don't really like them. I'll be going to get those anytime soon. This one is going to be a Funko specialty series with a Chase variant.
I actually sold off all of my Sonic Pops. I had a flocked tails and everything, and I just didn't feel like they were in my collection anymore, so I sold them all off.
Well, I don't know that I blame you. They wouldn't be in my collection anyways. But you can go check those out. There's some cool stuff over there at Funko right now. Their news is still like feast or famine though. Look, we could talk about like we could spend a whole hour talking about how they're always going to be feast and famine. I guess when it comes to their stuff, there was a whole like pop culture like game that I was going to go through countdown, but I don't really think we have time.
Oh, I funny. I just actually read Luau's super chat. I appreciate the compliment there. By the way,
What do you mean you just read it?
I just actually read it. He told me I was looking good, so I appreciate it.
I appreciate
You just
you.
don't take up as much of the screen anymore.
Oh, is that what it is? Whatever.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? So there was a whole like pop culture like game countdown from like 100 all the way to like the top 10. This I don't really know how many people here would like get into it, so I'm just going to kind of skip over that. It was going to be a big journey to get all the way through that, but it's a lot of fun. Basically, what they're saying is that your retro consoles are going to be coming back. I think we all know that though. At some point, that your retro consoles will be coming out. That's what I'm saying, Lou. Andrew, I tell him this all the time. Look at him.
I still got my goal is still another
That's his goal,
60
guys.
pounds, 60
Be
pounds or so.
Be lighter. That's his goal.
So
I don't
down
even-
100 and 110 so far.
I don't even know how that could be a realistic goal to get lighter than me. I mean, why would you want to be lighter than me? I'm trying to get like up to 200, and you're trying to get down to 180. Like,
I know I'm trying to get down to 170.
Good God! Like you just hurt my chest a little bit when you said 170.
Well, what's funny is I was thinking about this today is, it's almost been this month. In a couple more weeks, it'll be exactly 6 months since I had my surgery. And if you would have told me 6 months ago that it would only take me 6 months to drop 100 pounds, I would have laughed. I was like, "No, it would. I'm sure it'll take long." And it's been absolutely surprising. I've had to buy. My coworkers have started making fun of me because I did buy in the middle of losing weight. Maybe I don't know 3 months ago. I bought more pants because my original ones that I had were starting to fall off. So I bought more pants. Now those pants are starting to fall off and look like too big on me. So I had some coworkers start to pick on me about my pants having a little too much room in them because they're getting too big. So now I've had to buy newer pants. I'm down to 36 now. Before surgery, I was at a 44. So
are you starting to sag your pants? Is that what's going on here?
yeah, I got some work pants that definitely look like I got some sag going.
So stand up for us real quick.
Me?
Stand up for us real quick. Oh, good God! Chris is disappearing, guys. It's like he's on that movie Thinner.
The whole screen. So
he's on that movie Thinner, y'all. For too much longer, he's gonna be completely gone.
What's funny is even this shirt, I didn't wear this shirt a lot of times because when I bought it, it shrunk after I washed it. So I didn't fit right. So I couldn't.
Doesn't fit you right now.
Huh?
Doesn't fit you right now. What do you mean?
Yeah, and now unfortunately I went to go put it on today and I'm like, holy shit, this thing's kind of big.
Yeah, a little bit.
Unfortunately, that's my life with a lot of things. And now luckily there's a lot of old clothes that I had because when I did get down before I moved out here to Florida when I was in Vegas and I was training for a half marathon, I did get down to as low as 195. So I did have a lot of clothes, but then of course I got bigger, but I did save a lot of old clothes. So I've still got a lot of old XLs, and I'm starting now to go through the 2XL. So I'm starting to get close to the XL range, and so I'm having to go back in the closet for some old clothes. But yeah, I'm getting to that point where I'm running out of those old clothes. I'm gonna have to start buying. So
I got a question for you. Are you saving like a pair of pants and a shirt so later you can like go back and be like, this was me? Like, have you saved any of them?
No. We've been getting rid of them. To be 1,000% honest, I don't. Even watching our intro and our outro is the worst for it. But I just see how big my face was, and what's funny is there's even I think it was sometimes on our Apple TV downstairs it picks up from our pictures, and I was showing these pictures of an old event me and my friends had gone to one time, and another guy, that I went to at work that also he got a different type of surgery done like 2 weeks after me. And we looked at both of it. And we're like, I don't even like, to be honest with you, I don't like looking at old pictures anymore.
Wow.
I really don't. For some reason, it kind of, I think my daughter had one of my old videos on one time when it was out in the loft. And I don't know, to me, to be honest with you, it's kind of cringy, to be honest with you, to look at where I was, to be 1,000%. I don't, there's something I don't know why. I can't answer it. I don't like looking at old pictures of myself anymore. I just don't. It's weird.
It's shocking.
And maybe that's it. I don't know.
I think I would have to keep one though, just for just for the sake of argument. I think that I would have to keep it.
No, I haven't taken a ton of. To be honest with you, I'm not a big picture person. But I just haven't taken a ton. I think we took a picture at Epcot on 4th of July, and that's probably and eventually maybe Christmas time, because I did have some pictures we took with the kids with Santa last year. So maybe when I do a Santa, we do another video or pictures with Santa with the kids. I'll have to do a comparison video between last year and this year. So
it's me and you are in polar opposites. You're trying to get lighter. I'm trying to get heavier. It's the wildest thing I've ever
I
heard.
do have to put on some muscle. And my coworkers and I are talking about doing a Savage race in November. So I
my body's not built.
Tried doing some push-ups today, and I lost all my muscle mass essentially. So I got to start building that back up.
My body's not built for endurance.
I can do endurance, but those races, I've done a Savage race before. They are not about the endurance. They're about the upper body strength. That's all they are.
I might be able to do something there, but if you want me to run up a flight of stairs, I'm in trouble.
Well, yeah. So, but yeah, I'm trying to start incorporating in some more, at least multiple push-ups a day, as a start to kind of build myself. But I got to build some upper body.
All right, so check it out, guys. What do you got going on next week? Anything?
Not really. Just be back on here with you guys.
Guys, I'm going to end the live with this. Check me out. I got it. Let me get it a little bigger for you, though.
Isn't that guy pretty well known up there?
Here, yes, I'm gonna have to end it with this one. Let me get over there. Got to get the sound on it for this one.
What are you doing? Can I come home from work one day and it just be normal? What is that? Is that real?
I love that guy. I would, especially since it's Halloween season, which means we're gonna start seeing some new videos from him, some new shorts. That guy is freaking hilarious. He's in Indiana, isn't he?
Yeah, he's in Indiana, right down the road from me.
Indiana.
Right down the road from me. As a matter of fact, like 5 minutes down the road.
Isn't he well known by now?
He is very well known in this area. So there's a lot of people who don't know who he is, and then there's some people that do know who he is. He's kind of, once he got really famous, he kind of tried to keep that hush hush, because I think his TikTok now has hundreds of thousands, if not 1 million people following it. So he kind of started to kind of hush hush who he was. But there's a lot of people who know him. You got to give his wife credit though. She says, "Can I just come home one time?"
Oh yeah, she ripped on him all the time. And it wouldn't be as funny without her, to be 1,000% honest. It kind of it works between the two of them. I remember there was one. His neighbors got Ghostface, and he went out there and drop kicked the inflatable Ghostface.
I did not know this. Yeah, I did not know this.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I did not know this, but he lives right down the road from me. I did not know that he had been deployed. The lady that I used to know that knew him, we worked together, and I haven't seen her for a really long time. But she always kept me up to date on what was going on with him and what he had going on, or if he had anything new going on. I did not know that he had deployed, which I thought he was older than that, but
hey. Go out, start serving our country. Hopefully, it comes back safe.
Appreciate you guys. We appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all next weekend.
Thank y'all. See you next
Have a
week.
good night, guys. Watch this. I forgot to do this. Watch. Hey, guys. Hey, guys. We're going to do this again. Have a good night, guys.
You guys are gonna have to put this in the description. You know, I'm gonna leave this show tonight a little worse off, I think, quite honestly, than where we began. Everybody is watching this and watching this on the replay. You are now dumber and less important in life because of what has transpired here this evening. We apologize for what's going on right now. I'm gonna try to pretend like none of this happened.